I'm Paul, co-owner of Waiheke Homes, and I'm a big stats guy. So what's happening right now with the property market on Waiheke? The median price is currently 1.2 million, 1,215,000, compared with 1,317,500 for the same time last year. That's a drop of 8%, but that doesn't mean that every property has dropped 8%. It's just the median. We tend to find that with that, the type of property that's selling affects the values quite a bit. So what we've found over the last year is that a lot of entry-level, do-up kind of investor stuff is sold. And that means that because those type of properties are sold in that lower price range, it makes it seem that the prices are lower. They are lower, but maybe not by as much as it suggests here. To compare with the peak of the market in November 21, the median then was 1.6 mil, so that's a big difference. It can be skewed. People are always talking about the CVs, which is challenging for us as a real estate agent. People go by the CVs or they look at Trade Me, One Roof Homes, places like that that have ranges that they provide to people. And they'll say, is this accurate? Or no, not really. As an example, for the last quarter, the lowest was a sale that was 42% under the CV and the highest was 35% above it. In fact, about a fifth of all the sales are 20% or more outside of the CV, so you really can't rely on it. And so how can you find out a price? It's really just by looking at what's sold, try and find something comparable and look through those stats, and that's what we'll give you here. Many sales have taken place. Last year, so for the whole of 2025, there were 227 sales. That's almost identical to the previous year, 229 sales. Same number of sales, and it's the same level of stock as well. Supply-demand balance is exactly the same. The number of days to sell is about the same as it was last year at 40. So that's about the same as Auckland, so roughly 6 weeks on average to sell. One thing I do find interesting is the number of properties selling for under $1 million. And over the last quarter, so that's October to December last year, 28% of dwellings sold for under $1 million. The previous year it was 24%, but at the peak in 2021 it was only 9%. So it was always nothing selling for under $1 million back then. But things have changed. The sentiment is positive now. It was pretty slow over winter. It was very much a buyer's market, but now it's changing. We're getting quite a few multi-offers, 8 offers on one house alone, which is fantastic. That's a really good sign, and I think it's going to be a really good summer. The banks are lending more easily. There's rule changes for investors. There's quite a few positive changes which are going to make prices hopefully rise and the number of sales increase as well. I could talk about this stuff all day. If there's something in particular you'd like to see in future market updates, because I intend to do these on a monthly basis. Thank you.